It's Wednesday, April 3rd. Is today your birthday? Well, happy birthday. Do you know who else has a birthday on this day? Singer and pianist Sarah Vaughan. She was born on this day in 1924. Miss Vaughan's known for her rich voice, impressively large vocal range, and how inventive she was with her improvisations. A few of the singles she released include Broken Hearted Melody, Whatever Lola Wants, and Nature Boy. Her album titled Sarah Vaughan with Clifford Brown and the single If You Could See Me Now were inducted into the Grammy Hall of Fame, and in 1985 she was given a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. Astronaut Virgil Gus Grissom was born on this day in 1926. Gus was the second U.S. astronaut to travel into space. Gus was part of various NASA eras. First there was Project Mercury, where he almost drowned when, after splashdown of the returning spacecraft, the emergency explosive bolts for the door fired unexpectedly, allowing water into the capsule. And to make it worse, his spacesuit had an open air inlet, and it caused it to begin filling with water. Thankfully, he was rescued and didn't drown. Second, he was part of Project Gemini. I always called it Gemini, but listening to the astronauts talk about it, it's Gemini. He was part of Project Gemini, where Gus became the second astronaut to fly into space, twice. And he was also part of Project Apollo, the project that would eventually get people to the moon. Unfortunately, Grissom lost his life in a tragic accident. On January 27, 1967, during a pre-flight test of Apollo 1, the interior of the module that the astronauts were in caught on fire and burned. Because of the design of the door, they couldn't get it open to get them out, and all three astronauts, Gus Grissom, Ed White, and Roger Chaffee, all died within seconds. NASA has a habit of learning things the hard way. And on this day in 1961, actor and comedian Eddie Murphy was born. Murphy joined SNL in 1980 and quickly became the show's top performer. Some of the movies he's done are Beverly Hills Cop, Coming to America, and Dr. Dolittle. And of course, he was the voice of Donkey in Shrek. He has been nominated 18 times for awards and has won 4, including a Grammy. You want to know what else happened? On this day in 1860 was the beginning of the Pony Express mail delivery system. That was a continuous relay of horse and rider between St. Joseph, Missouri and Sacramento. It only lasted until October of 1861 when the telegraph began to be used. In 1968, Dr. Martin Luther King delivered his mountaintop speech at an event for the Memphis sanitation workers' strike. Here's a clip of the last part of it.
And so just as I say we aren't going to let any dogs or water hoses turn us around, we aren't going to let any injunction turn us around. Well, I don't know what will happen now. We've got some difficult days ahead. But it really doesn't matter with me now, because I've been to the mountaintop. I don't mind. Like anybody, I would like to live a long life. Longevity has its place. But I'm not concerned about that now. I just want to do God's will. And He's allowed me to go up to the mountain. And I've looked over and I've seen the promised land. I may not get there with you, but I want you to know tonight that we as a people will get to the promised land. So I'm happy tonight. I'm not worried about anything. I'm not fearing any man. Mine eyes have seen the glory of the coming of the Lord.
And in 1996, an American terrorist, who was referred to as the Unabomber, was taken into custody by federal agents in Montana. Ted Kaczynski had killed 3 people and injured 23 with mail bombs between the years of 1978 and 1995. And that's what happened on this day in history. Come back tomorrow and I'll tell you what happened on April 4th. Bye.